This conference will now be recorded.
So in the last classes, we started with Hibernate. Hibernate is an ORM framework. ORM stands for Object Relational Mapping. So we can create a project class, create object of the project class, and persist means insert that object into database table. So in the last class, we have created a project using Maven. We have created one Hibernate project using Maven. After creating project, we have added the project dependencies. One is Hibernate dependency and MySQL connector in pom.xml file. Then we have created a project class product with the ID, name, and price. Then we have to create the mapping file to map our class with the table, to map project class properties with the table columns. Then we have created configuration file where we have loaded the database connection properties, provided the dialect details, auto commit as false, show SQL as true, and HPM to DDL data to either you can go with create or update. And we have created a utility class mainly to get the session factory. And finally, we have tested our application using this insert. Like first we have to get the session factory, open session, begin transaction. We have created object of product and set the values, and by using persist method we can insert into table, right? Now today let us move to the next one, the CRUD operations. CRUD operations using Hibernate. What is this CRUD operation? Already we know. C means create. C means what? Create means insert command. Insert command. R means read or retrieve. Select command. U means update. Update command. D means delete. Delete command. For this we have already seen the program. This one, product insert at Java. So we are going to see the remaining things today. That is product list at Java. Then update, product update at Java, and finally product delete at Java. So remember, create .java files in com.hibernate package of src main Java folder of Hibernate project. Okay, and com.hibernate package we have to create all these .java files. Now let us go with update now. So if you check our table, if you check the table, use Java 05 our database name, then we are having the table, select star from product info. This is the table. We are having the records here. Now for this, I want to do the update operation. Means for this monitor, the product price is 5,000. We want to make it 6,000. We want to change the price of this. Price of this 101 product. That is the meaning of update here. Now let us go with the code. Right click on com.hibernate and say new class product update with main method. Now first step, get the session factory. Session factory sf equal to Hibernate util dot get session factory, open session and begin the transaction. These are the common steps. Import the respective packages. So everything is from org Hibernate. Now let us see the method one of updating. Method one. Here what you need to do is just to create object of product. We have to get the record from the table like product equal to s.get. product.class, and what is the primary key value? 101. This internal meaning, get method internal meaning is select star from product info. The name of the table is product info, where product ID equal to 101. This is the internal command. So product ID equal to 101. So we are getting the record from product table, product info table, where ID is 101. That record it's going to pull out and stores into this object. Now once we get this object, for this 101, we want to change the price value. So set here product dot set product price to 6,000 now. We are changing the value to 6,000. Then after updating this product price value using setter method, now by using session object, we have to call the method merge. We have to call the method merge and password object. That's it. Record will get updated. If you can even use s.update product. This is deprecated in Hibernate 6 version. Okay, this is deprecated. Commit your transaction, close your session. Everything we play with method CN. Run the code. See the console, it is selecting the record and updating the record. Selecting and updating. Right, now check your table. Select start from product info. See for this 101, the price has been updated to 6,000. Clear the update operation, the method one, all of you. Now let us go with the next one, method 2. Method 2. Method 2 is using HQL. HQL stands for Hibernate Query Language. And this is applied on model. Model means your class, not on table. I'll explain what is this applied on model. So HQL, something looks similar to SQL. So how to go with this HQL is, here we use an interface mutation query. Mutation query equal to s.create mutation query, and here we'll say update product info, update product, set price equal to colon product price, where product name equal to colon product name. I'll explain. Now say query dot set parameter product price with 600, product price with 600, query dot set parameter product name with the keyboard. Meaning, a capital, right? Meaning, update product, set product price equal to product colon product price. This colon product price will be replaced with what value? 600. That's the meaning of this query dot set parameter. Query dot set parameter product price with 600. So this value will be replaced with 600. Where product name equal to colon product name, this product name will be replaced with keyboard. So the query will become now update product set product price equal to 600, where product name equal to keyboard. So for this product name keyboard, we want to change the product price value as 600. Then once we set the values, call the method query.execute update. Then commit your transaction and close your session. Now see when we run, so it's going to do the update operation. And check your table. See, for this keyboard, the price has been updated to 600. Then Then what is the difference between method 1 and method 2? Method 1 is based only on the primary key. It is only based on primary key value. Method 2 is your own conditions. We can go with what? Our own conditions. That is the difference. And what is this applied on model? This product is not the table name. The table name is product info. But in the query, what you are using? See, product. This product price, product name, these are the column properties of your project class. This we have to give properties of project class, and this one should be class name, not the table. That is the meaning of applied on product model here, not on table. Clear this method to all of you? Now, next one, delete. Let us create a class, product delete, main method, get the session factory, Hibernate util dot get session factory, then open session, then begin the transaction. These three are common steps. Import the packages. Now let us see method 1 of delete. Just to create object of product class. Just to create object of product class. Then point to the record which you want to delete. Point to the object which you want to delete like this. Product dot set product ID 101. So I'm pointing to which record? 101 product ID means this one. We are pointing to this record now. Now once we point to this record, now by using this session object, call the method remove. Call the method remove and password object. That's it. It's dot delete product. So this delete method is deprecated. Deprecated means older method. Still we can use, no problem. In Hibernate 6 version. Commit your transaction, close your session. Run this code. It's going to select the record and delete the record. And if you check your table, now you can find only one record in the table. So 101 has been deleted. One more way of deleting. Method 2. Create object of product. By using session object, call the method get product.class and let us pass the primary key value as 102. So we are pulling out the record from product table with the primary key value 102. So this record will be pulled out and stored into this product object. Then by using session object, call the method remove and password object. That's it. This is one more way of deleting. When we run, it selects and deletes the record. And if you check your table, now see there are no records in the table. Now let us insert some records into the table now. Insert into product info values 101 monitor 5000 comma. The next one is price here 5000. Then the product name monitor. The order is like this: ID, price, and name. And say comma 102 500 keyboard. One zero three 300 mouse. Say 800 Right? So we are having totally 3 records in the table. Now I want to delete the records whose price is greater than 600. Whose price is greater than 600. So which records will get deleted now? This monitor will get deleted, and even these figures will get deleted. Means we want to delete multiple records here. So we want to delete multiple persistent objects. So for that, let us go with the next method, that is method 3. Method 3. So what is method 3? Deleting multiple persistent objects. We want to delete multiple records. For this, use the interface selection query product query equal to a start create selection query from product. The class name only should be from product where product price greater than or equal to colon product price. This is the query. Now say query dot set parameter product price with what? 600. Here we have to say comma product dot class. Which persistent class we are referring, we have to mention here. Now how the query will become now? See, product price is what now? 600. So how the query will become from product where product price greater than or equal to 600. Now it's going to pull out the records based on this condition. Since this condition is not based on primary key, then there is a chance of getting multiple records. So when there is a chance of getting multiple records, to manage multiple data, what we use? List. List product list equal to call the method query.list. So when you call the method query.list, based on this query, we get the records from table and stores into product list. Now traverse your product list. Traverse the product list. How to traverse? Using enhanced for loop for product colon product list. So this for loop will repeat, depends on the number of objects present in product list. Then by using session object, call the method remove and pass your object here. So it's going to pull out one object from this product list, means one record, and stores into this object that we are deleting. So based on the query, this loop will get repeated to us. Now see, when we run, it's going to select the records and delete the records. And if you check our table, we will be left out only with one record now. Right? So this 101, 103 has been deleted. Clear this code, all of you? How to go with the delete operation? Now let us insert some records into the table. So we are inserting some records into the table. Now we are having totally 3 records in the table. Now let us display these records. Let us display these records. So that is the final one, list operation, select command. Right click on package and say new class, product list with main method. Now get the session factory, sf equal to hibernate util dot get session factory, open session. The transaction is not required. Transaction is only for insert, update and delete only, not for select. Import the package. Now go here, selection query product query equal to start create selection query from product So from product means select start from product. And what is the persistent class name? Product.class. That's it. So this query is connected to the product table, and we are going to get all the records because we did not apply any condition. So pull out all the records. So how to pull out the records? Same. List product list equal to call the method query.list. That's it. It's going to pull out all the records from the table based on your query. So here we are pulling all the records that is present in product list. Now traverse here for product colon product list, and just to print the object product. That's it. Now close the session. That's it. Just pulling out the records from table and storing into this list and traversing the list. Now see, when we run, see, we are getting the list of products, but it is displaying class name along with hash code because whenever you print an object in SOP, it's going to invoke toString method. So go to the product class, whichever the class object we print, go to that class, product class, and override the toString method. Public string toString, and return product ID space product name space product price. That's it. Come back to this product list program and run this code. We get the list of records onto our console. So here it's showing our records. So these are the CRUD operations. Compulsory we should remember. We should know how to do these CRUD operations using Hibernate. Clear? Any questions anyone up to here? No. Let us move to the next concept here. Using annotations in Hibernate. Using annotations. So what is the need of going with annotations is when annotations are used in Hibernate, we need not create Hibernate XML mapping file. One file will be totally reduced. We need not create this mapping file at all. So we're having the annotations like @entity, @table, @id, @column, like this. Okay, so these are some of the annotations. Now let me elaborate how to use these annotations using the program. Example application. Create a Pojo class employee in com.hibernate package. We're creating a Pojo class employee. So right click on com.hibernate package and say new class employee. Let us go with the properties. Private int, employee ID, private string, employee name, private int employee salary. These are the properties. Now generate setters and getter methods. Right click and say source, generate getters and setters. Select on generate. Now the project class is ready. Now what is our next step is, now I want to make this class as the entity class. Means this class need to be used as the entity class, means this class should be mapped with the table. So in the previous case, in the product related application, we have created a mapping file to map our class with the table. Now I want to use annotations. So in order to mark this class as the entity class, above the class we have to use the annotation @entity. Then now this class will become the entity class now. Then employee ID, we want to make it as primary key. So @ID, this is our primary key. That's it. So these two are the mandatory annotations, right? Then it's going to create a table with the name employee. Now I want to go with a different table name. I want to change the name of the table, means @table. When the table name is different, that's @table name equal to employee info. I'm going with the name of the table as employee info. I want to change the column names. If you are not changing column names, it will go with these names only. If I want to change column name, @column name equal to, I'll say emp underscore name. Here emp name, but here column name I'm saying emp underscore name. So these are the other two optional annotations. So when to think of table and column annotation, when you want to change the names. When you want to change the names only, we use these annotations. Right? Import the packages. That's it. This completes our project class. So no need to create what? Mapping file now. No need to create Hibernate XML mapping file. Now, once we create this project class, our next step is go to your configuration file, hibernate.cfg.xml. Now we need to add the mapping class now. So there is no mapping resource now. So what we have to add here? Mapping class equal to, what is the name of the class? com.hibernate.employee. We have to refer with the package name. So we need to add just this piece of code into your configuration file. This is our next step. Update hibernate.cfg.xml file by adding the following mapping class. Mapping class equal to com.hibernate.employee. That's it. And finally, create a test class, employee test, in com.hibernate package. This we need to run. The final step, create a class, employee test with main method, get the session factory as usual code, session factory sf equal to hibernate util dot get session factory, open session, then begin the transaction. These are common steps. Now create object of employee emp equal to new employee, set the values emp dot set employee id 111, emp dot set employee name, some name, emp dot set salary, some salary. Now the object is ready with values. Now by using session object, call the method persist and pass your object. Commit your transaction, close your session. That's it. So when we run, it's going to create the table and inserts the record into the table. So even update is creating the table to you. So in the configuration file, the hpm2ddl.property as update, this also will create table, but when table is not existing. Now check here, select star from employee info. The name of the table is employee info. The record has been inserted. Clear all of you how to use annotations? Right? Nowadays we are using more of annotations rather than mapping file. Moving to the next one, generating primary keys. Generating primary keys. What is primary key? Here we are giving the value to the primary key, employee ID as 111. We are giving the value to the employee ID. Now this should get generated automatically. Like I want to go with employee ID automatically, like 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. I want to go like that. Automatically it has to give the primary key value. So that concept only we call generating primary keys. So how to do this one is by using the annotation at the rate generated value annotation is used for the primary key generation using the statutory at the rate using statutory generated generation type dot identity. Okay, like example, you can select this at the rate generated value. At the rate generated value, let's say STRA TGY statute equal to generation type dot identity. That's it. So the primary keys will be generated automatically. Let us understand with the code. Employee dot Java updated one. Employee tester dot Java updated. Here, coming to this employee class, coming to this employee, I want to generate this primary key value automatically. So above this property, we have to use the annotation at the rate generated value statutory equal to generation type dot identity. That's it. Just apply this annotation above the primary key. Above the primary key, just apply this annotation generated value and the type is what your identity. Now save this file. Coming to this test class. Now no need to provide this employee ID now. No need to provide the employee ID. But before this, let me delete this table. Top table employee info. I'm deleting so that it creates once again with the automatic primary key generation. Now see here in this test class, I'm not giving the value of employee ID. I'm giving only name and salary. Now see when we run this code, it's going to create table and insert record and check here when you see the select command, see the primary key value as given automatically 1. Now let us insert one more record. I'm not giving primary key value. I'm adding one more record. Now see when we run, it's going to do the insert operation. Now check your table. Thus for the second record, see it's giving 2. Again add one more record. Add one more record. It's going to do insert operation and check your table now. It's going to generate primary key 3. So automatic primary key generation. So this only we call generating primary keys. Right? This is also important. I am going to make use of these concepts also in our applications. So whatever we discussed in Hibernate up to now, we are going to make use of all these concepts once again in the next classes when we go with this Spring framework. In Spring framework also we are going to use all these concepts. Right? Any questions, anyone? Compulsory you need to practice. Frameworks means just listening to the class will not work out. You have to practice on your system compulsory. Then only you can remember what is happening. Then only you feel frameworks are very, very easy finally to work. Okay, right? Then tomorrow we start off with a new topic, new framework, and very, very important one, that is Spring framework. So that will take totally 6 classes for us to complete. Right. Thank you all.